Mr. President, I'd like to respond to that. Mr. Josh actually I meet with CSEA on a regular basis, and they're very good about bringing concerns up. And I have talked to the principals where this is an issue, and at the administrative staff, we are reminding all sites that people cannot do these activities. We have a vehicle in place where, for example, on our volunteer days, we have where 1,000 people from the community come. We hire folks from the classified ranks to come who are the tradesmen to help supervise it. So these will not be happening in the future. And that principle that Joe is referring to is has agreed that it will not happen again. So,
very good. Thank you. Staff report. Millikan High School, a proposal, if you please. It's very exciting. Welcome, Don Keller and Mr. Cornejo and your staff.
Good evening. I'm Don Keller, co-principal of Millikan High School, and I have done no painting whatsoever. With me tonight are Dr. Jeff Cornejo, my co-principal and partner, and also Jessica Mullen, our counselor. And Millikan High School is on the move. We are constantly looking for ways to improve and enhance our program. And we're here to present a special program entitled Pathways to Higher Education. This is a program that's born out of necessity. Parents and students at the high school level are faced with the daunting task of college readiness and preparation. Just last month, we held a college information night on Millikan's campus. Michelle Ponce, coordinator of Millikan's Career Center, reported an overflow crowd that had to be moved to the library. And the crowd was composed not only of just Millikan parents, but parents from other schools who were there to obtain information regarding financial aid, the application process, deadlines, etc. And I can tell you from personal experience, one of the greatest challenges of parenthood revolves around getting your children into college. It starts at an early age with saving for college, and it moves right on through middle school, into high school, and beyond. And I can tell you, I'm fortunate that my children graduated on time from the University of Oregon and Chapman University. And I tell my friends with pride that my students are out of college, they have moved out of the house, they are employed full-time, and have their own health benefits. That's what all parents strive for. We are not proposing that Millikan become a college prep school. Rather, we are here to propose a plan which offers all pupils a chance to have college options upon graduation, whether it be a junior college, a small college, or a major university. We expect to inspire and enable underrepresented pupils to attend college, supporting the principles of the AVID program. At this time, middle schoolers and their parents are looking for high schools. And we are hoping and expecting that eyes will be looking our way at Millikan as parents realize that we can offer them help if this program is approved in the way of getting their children into college. And again, we are hoping that you'll read our recommendation, our proposal, and approve it at your next meeting. Now, we have two other speakers. Dr. Jeff Cornejo will talk to you a little bit about how this program evolved, and then Jessica Mullen will talk to you about the program itself. And I have to acknowledge Jessica. She did a lion's share of the writing of the program, and she has been an invaluable resource to us in getting this off the ground. So, Dr. Cornejo.
Good evening. Whereas Don is on one side of the spectrum, I'm on the other. I have 3 small children at Coverly, and also am looking forward to all those things Don just mentioned. But I have a long way to go. And Millikan being being the home school for my students, my children, I'm very interested not only in what my students here, and I thank them for coming, by the way, are receiving, but I'm also interested for my own children who will go through Millikan also. 2 years ago, we were discussing in a site council meeting how we could enhance the rigor and the relevance and the relationship of for our students on our campus. And we brought up at that time, brought up by actually one of our coaches, our soccer coach, the idea of enhancing our educational format to bring more college readiness for our students and to put more students to the point where they fulfill the A through G requirements. And we started looking at this 2 years ago, and we've revisited it at least for the last 2 years until last year, at the end of the year, when it became a real possibility that we could do something. And luckily this summer, Jessica Mullen was brought on to Millikan as a new counselor, and Dawn and Jessica and we've talked about this, and at one point we just said, let's go for it. Let's see what we could do. And that was the idea behind the development of this program. And Jessica has really taken off on a run and produced the document that many of you have in front of you. And the idea behind the document is, once again, to enhance the educational experience for our students at Millikan via relevance, rigor, and the relationship with our students and our faculty. We're very proud. We've had actually a banner week. Yesterday, we had an AVID visitation team come out, and we were named an AVID demonstration school. And that's a big deal to us. We are one of 85 high schools in the United States who have been named an AVID demonstration school. On top of today, Don and I are flying on a cloud, and it's a good week. Anyway, I'd like to introduce at this time Jessica Mullen.
First of all, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to tell you about our new program, the Pathways to Higher Education proposal. I would like to start by telling you that the Pathways to Higher Education proposal is based on the Long Beach Unified School District High School Initiative, which states that all high school students will graduate prepared for higher education and work without need of remediation. While this is a high goal, we know that, we as educators need to set those high goals to allow students to strive to meet the high standards. I don't know, for those of you who have the proposal in front of you, if you'd like to turn to page 9, otherwise you can just listen. This is really what the proposal is about. This is really the bulk of the proposal on page 9. It's the goals and objectives section. I'm just going to briefly go through the goals, and it'll give you an idea of what it is that we're trying to achieve here. Goal number 1 is to increase the percentage of students who graduate with their A through G requirements being met. And as you know, the A through G requirements are the courses necessary to gain admission to a UC or a CSU campus. 30% of our students last year, our graduating seniors, graduated with their A through G requirements met, which is fantastic. However, we plan on seeing a 7% increase in that number by the time next year's 9th graders graduate. That's our goal in this proposal. Second goal, we want to strengthen connections with local universities and colleges. And a very exciting aspect of this proposal is that Cal State Long Beach will guarantee admission on-site. They'll actually come to Millikan High School and enroll the seniors who have met the requirements to go to a Cal State school on campus at Millikan. So that's a pretty wonderful opportunity for a lot of our students. Goal number 3, we'd like to provide ongoing professional development for staff regarding the inclusion of post-secondary educational discussion in weekly class instruction. And as Jeff mentioned, we are now a national AVID demonstration school. So what we'd like to do is to train all of our staff on AVID strategies. In addition, we'd like to also train our staff on techniques to help students through the financial aid and the college application process, because it's a very confusing, convoluted process at times. So the more we can expose our students to this, the better the chance they will have of succeeding in that process. Our 4th goal is to strengthen the communication between school and home regarding post-secondary education. One of the ways we plan to do this is by publishing a quadrannual Pathways to Higher Education newsletter, in which will be discussed college preparedness. In addition to that, we also plan on establishing a Pathways to Higher Education website. And on that website, there'll be up-to-date information about college application deadlines, financial aid, scholarship information, college visitations, and that type of information.